All right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is May 87 for 4. Today, there is so much to discuss about this weekend in particular. There's so much to unpack, so much to unravel. So let's not waste any further time. And by the way, just to let you guys know, today's stream will be I won't be able to, I'll do today's stream kind of a rush mode. So I will not go with the other leagues. We're only just discussing the top four leagues for today. Maybe next weekend I'll be able to discuss, but it's just today I'm kind of in a time crunch. So I will not be able to discuss the other leagues. So we're going to discuss my EPL, discuss La Liga. We're going to give you the Serie A content. We're going to get that Bundesliga coverage, and we're going to go through all that. And I'm going to probably be by myself for today. I don't think we're going to have any guests for today's stream in particular, which I guess is good for me since I'm kind of busy with my own timing and schedule. So, um, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, remember, guys, like and subscribe, of course. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, there's only one place to start, and that is the Premier League. The most popular league in the world. Some would even say it's the best league in the world. You can have your opinions. I'm not going to go through any of that, but you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And yeah, so uh, like I said, we'll be discussing about Diaz. So let me just share my screen. I got the table up right here. Now I know we had midweek games, the EPL, so we're gonna talk about that, but we're not gonna go into too much of detail because we have a lot to unpack. So my screen is frozen here for some reason. So I'm not sure what's going on here. All right. So, like I said, let's start with the EPL, man. Let's start with the EPL. So, oh, it won't let me share my screen. That's the problem. That's strange. Why can't I share my screen? Bro, why can't I share my screen? Oh, my jeez. Oh, man, this is so annoying. Can I share my screen? There we go. I don't know what took so long. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry for the delay. I just had some technical difficulties there, but yeah, let's start with the EPL. So, let's start with the EPL, man. Let's start with the EPL. Let's start with the EPL. Now, I know some of you guys are asking, can I add you guys to the thing? I normally would let you guys, but because I'm in a kind of a time crunch, I have to leave in around 30 to 40 minutes. I can't really add you guys, so I'm very sorry, guys. Um, so maybe when I get back home tonight from the event, maybe I might, but I don't know. I'm just kind of strapped for time, so unfortunately, I will not be able to add you guys. So maybe next time. But unfortunately, today I'm kind of out of time, so I'm kind of busy. So we're gonna go through this, guys. We're gonna talk about this. So let me just go through the midweek games real quickly. Not go too much into detail there. So obviously on Tuesday we had Crystal Palace beating Ipswich Town. I mean that's to be expected. Ipswich Town, although they have been good this season, they have gotten some points against the top six. Got points against Tottenham, points against Man United. I still feel like Crystal Palace you would expect them to beat. Leicester City won 3-1 against West Ham. Shout out to Leicester for getting the win there. Everton demolished Wolves. Manchester City destroyed Nottingham Forest. They finally snapped their winless streak. KDB was the man of the match, of course. Newcastle Liverpool played out to a thriller of a game. That was a back and forth game. I feel like Liverpool weren't really at their best, but they managed to get a point from that game. Salah was incredible in that game. Salah, like his performance was amazing, and yeah, I mean, I just thought it was fantastic. So shout out to Salah for what he did against Newcastle. And even though you can say that Liverpool weren't at their best, They still managed to get a point, and Keller didn't make a mistake there towards the end. Then Chelsea destroyed Southampton as expected. And then Arsenal, they basically defeated Man United, basically by corners. Basically, both the goals they scored were by corners. So I think it was Timber and Saliba, I believe, that scored the goals. The Aston Villa 3, Brentford 1. Then Fulham 3, Brighton 1, and Bournemouth 1, Tottenham 0. And you know what's so crazy, guys? Tottenham haven't won a game since beating Manchester City. So now let's go to round 15. Round 15 here. Everton Liverpool got postponed. I believe it was due to some weather conditions. We'll see if the game. We'll see when the game gets replayed. I expect Liverpool to win though. Aston Villa did get a big win against Southampton, a crucial win for them at Brentford. Man, Brentford to beat Newcastle. Brentford defeated Newcastle, and it was actually impressive that what they did because I feel like uh, Brentford are really good at home. So shout out to Brentford, and I believe they have the best home form of all the teams in the top in EPL, which is crazy. So yeah, then Palace 2, Manchester City 2. Palace managed to do well in this game. You know, Hughes was fantastic. I thought he was probably the man of the match for Crystal Palace. He got 2 assists there for the goals. Um, and then Munoz got the goal there, and Lacrosse. And yeah, Holland did get on the score sheet, and Rico Lewis got a goal there. Fantastic goal there. But man, Manchester City's midfield defense is so bad. I'm sorry. Rico Lewis, he's not good enough. He's going to be suspended for the Manchester derby. Gundogan, I still think is washed. I think Walker's finished. And yes, City, man, their midfield is so bad. Their attack is just not great. And it really does feel like for City, like if Holland isn't scoring the goals, no one else is going to score for City. And KDB just didn't have a great game. He was particularly underwhelming. And yeah, and obviously came off the 86 minutes. So yeah, for Manchester City, man, defensively not great. Their attack didn't look that great. I remember, guys, what is it called? Palace is one of Manchester City's bogey teams. I think them and Spurs are the Manchester City's bogey teams. This is a team that Manchester City usually struggle against, typically on the road. So for Manchester City, man, it's not looking great for them. And yeah, then we got Man United 2, Nottingham Forest 3. Manchester United, man. Manchester United. The gift that keeps on giving. Because with all due respect, Manchester United, you shouldn't be losing at home to Nottingham Forest. Credit to Nottingham Forest. I know Nottingham Forest have been fantastic so far this season. This has been unbelievable. I don't think anyone of us expected Nottingham Forest to be this good. But the fact that Nottingham Forest managed to walk out of here with Old Trafford with a dub is crazy because I believe the last time Nottingham Forest won away at Old Trafford was like in the 90s. So the fact that Nottingham Forest actually managed to win this game on the road is actually quite impressive. Molinkovic there with the early goal there from the set piece. Morgan Gibbs right there with the goal. Then Chris Wood. And I'm sorry, Andre Onana, you have been fantastic so far this season. But my goodness me, man, the goals especially the third goal. The third goal was such a disgraceful goal to concede. The second and third, man. Oh my geez, man. So I feel like for Manchester United, man, this is not great. This is actually shambles. This is embarrassing. I'm sorry, you can't be losing to Nottingham Forest at home. You just can't. You shouldn't be. Manchester United, though, they managed to get some. They managed to get a goal back through Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes scored a great goal there. Then Rasmus Højlund scored. And yeah, for Manchester United, man, they had so many chances to finish the game, but they didn't. And Nottingham Forest, man, they walk out of here with Old Trafford with a win. And with this win, guys, Nottingham Forest are now actually fifth in the Premier League, and Manchester United are 13th at the Premier League, guys. This has been a really bad season for Man United so far. And yeah. And the Fulham won, Arsenal won. Fulham, they managed to get the goal to Raul Jimenez. Raul Jimenez has been amazing, guys. Raul Jimenez has really rectified his form. Because I remember a few years ago, Raul Jimenez was finished, especially when it was at Wolves, when we all know what David Luiz did to him. But he basically ended Raul Jimenez. But recently, man, this season, Raul Jimenez has been on fire. Raul Jimenez has been fantastic on goal scoring form. And, you know, Arsenal, we're frustrated. That Saliba got the goal there from a corner. And once again, man, it's another goal from a set piece, man. It's another goal from set piece. And I want to actually tell you guys this for Arsenal. I understand that set pieces are important. And obviously, set pieces are great. But you can't only be scoring set pieces. You have to do more with set pieces. You just can't be scoring all the time set pieces, bro. It's not gonna always work. I need to see some more goals from open play. Because I'm sorry, and I know Arsenal fans will be frustrated from this game. They had a goal disallowed to the end. I believe Martinelli scored a last-minute winner there, 88th minute. Saka there was offside. But at the end of the day, man, I'm sorry, with all due respect, you shouldn't be beating Fulham. You shouldn't be dropping points to Fulham away. You shouldn't be. I mean, this is Arsenal we're talking about, guys. This is a team that have spent so much in the last couple of years, and to draw away to Fulham, it's looking bad, man, for Arsenal. And as this is for Arsenal, man, are you guys just set piece FC? Because literally, you know what I've heard people call Arsenal? I've heard people call Arsenal Stoke City FC. That's crazy. That's crazy. And like for Arsenal, as I said, man, you're not going to always score set pieces. It's not going to always work. You need to score more from open play. See, if you can combine open play and set pieces, oh, that's great. But your main goal shouldn't be, oh, just score set pieces. It just isn't going to work, right? Ipswich won, Bournemouth 2. Shout out to Bournemouth for turning around from this game. Ipswich has been holding on just about for a win. That Bournemouth, then their substitution saved the day. Unal Otura comes off the bench. Both of them come off the bench with game-winning goals. And I feel so bad for Ipswich. really feel bad for them because I actually felt like they played well. But Bournemouth turned it around, and I think it's a fantastic result for Bournemouth. Leicester City 2, Brighton 2. This was a back-and-forth game. Brighton took a 2-0 lead. Then Leicester managed to just turn it around. Vardy and Reed scoring the last 2-minute goals in stoppage time. So shout out to Leicester City for the turnaround. And for Ruud van Nistelrooy, man, he's done a fantastic job in 2 games in, because I think he was just appointed last week. And now he's doing a great job with this team to get them 4 points. Then we got Tottenham 3, Chelsea 4. Tottenham, man. Tottenham. It's the same old Tottenham, guys. Spurs, they took an early 2-0 lead. Solanke and Kulusevski there with the early goals. Terrible mistakes from Cucurella. Then Sanchez scored a wonderful goal. And then Chelsea, they continue hammering on. They got the penalty there, which was such a stupid. It was a pen. It was such a clumsy penalty from Basuma. And then Sarr gives away a penalty as well. Enzo Fernandez scored. And guys, shout out to Enzo. Enzo's been balling out, guys. Ever since he did that stuff off the pitch, which I'm not going to discuss here, he's been fantastic. Enzo Fernandez recently has been amazing. The guy has been in great goal scoring form, great form. I think Sancho also had a good game. And Palmer also had a good game too, because I would say this was probably the first game against the top 6 that Palmer actually played really well, because he provided that assist for Enzo goal and he scored those 2 penalties. And I just thought his link-up play was amazing. And yeah, for Chelsea, as I said, man, I think the only thing that let them down the day was the defense. I think the defense was a bit brickish there, because Spurs did have some chances to take, but obviously Spurs just collapsed. Basically, Spurs collapsed, and basically when Romero and Van de Ven went off, is like, yeah, it was just bad for Spurs. And I think you could see that Romero is so important for Spurs. He is so integral to this team. Basuma, Sarr were very clumsy. And yeah, I think for Spurs, as I said, man, and Son, man, gotta talk about Son, man. Son sold this game. I know Son got the goal at the end, but my goodness me, there was 2 glorious chances that Son Heung-min had, and we could have had a very different game if he converted those chances in the first half and the second half, early in the second half. But yeah, for Spurs, as I said, man, very disappointing, very embarrassing. I mean, I'm sorry, man, with Spurs, man, you literally got outplayed at home against Chelsea, and a game in which you led 2-0, and you still blew it. And for Chelsea, as I said, man, amazing credit to them. Enzo Maresca has done a fantastic job with the team. Chelsea are looking like the real deal. And I got to give credit to Chelsea, man. I got to give credit to Chelsea. And I just think Chelsea, for me, were very good. Chelsea looked amazing this game. And you also have to give credit to Enzo. The fact that Chelsea were able to turn this around from a losing position is incredible. So, yeah, like I said, guys, for Chelsea, as I said, man, fantastic for them. And I want to ask you guys this question. Are Chelsea in the title race? Because I've heard a lot of people spoke about this, especially Chelsea fans. There's a certain Nigerian. There's a certain Nigerian who's going crazy boastful. You guys can check out his videos on his channel. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I actually was on his channel a few hours ago. But yeah, I mean, dang, man. Cole Palmer, man. Cole Palmer. So, yeah, for Chelsea, as I said, man, fantastic win for them. Then obviously we got West Ham versus Wolves tomorrow. I would expect West Ham to win. So there you guys go. So let me read some of you guys' comments and see what you guys are saying here in the chat. That was the first comment. All right. Finally, I'm early. Usually I'm not that late, but like 5 to 10 minutes. I only have time to join for a short bit. Arsenal draw points, but Chelsea don't. Rare footage of me existing. I'm OSA. Thank you for joining. Okay. But Prem overrated. Serie A is still best league at the moment. I would say Serie A is the most entertaining. I would say Serie A is the most entertaining. Add me to stream it. Let's talk AD. I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of. I don't really have that much time for today, but maybe next time. But yeah, sorry, Core. I would like to have spoken with you, but kind of busy for today, man. Sorry, you're not frozen. I can talk past if you add me. Yeah, sorry, Steve. I'm kind of strapped for time. If I had time, guys, if I could like occupy 2 hours, then I would definitely do it. If I didn't have an event later today, I would have been able to do it. But since I have an event, I won't be able to. Yeah, me too. Steve Bell, see the same. Fisher is the best. Honestly, me three. XU move my end though, and me. Yo, I just finished watching Lazio beat Napoli on my channel. All right, yo, what's up, ADL? Chelsea with Southampton. Chelsea, kaboom! Newcastle ain't that good though. Kind of fell off. Yeah. Newcastle, they're not good anymore. And my for Eddie, my what's it called? My Newcastle friend, um, uh, wants Eddie Howe sacked. And to be honest, Newcastle should sack Eddie Howe if we're keeping a stack because Newcastle is too stagnant. They've been so bad. So yeah, we'll see if they do. But I don't think they're gonna sack him. So kind of up Ryan Real. Yeah. Any guess they didn't know? Guess for today. Guys, Man United crumbly sometimes. So, also, what you doing, bro? Um, eventually, set pieces won't work anymore, so they got to figure out Arsenal sold. Yeah, playing Simmons saying while watching this. I mean, can't get your hopes of Arsenal. Not gonna lie. Palmer becomes Messi. Prime Barca. Let's respect Messi, bro. Messi is still amazing. Come on. Cole Palmer to Messi. Cole Palmer is great. Cole Palmer is amazing, but come on, he's not Messi. Come on. That's crazy. Palmer only started to play good after the Enzo goal. Yeah, I guess that is true, Pookie. I guess I would agree, but Palmer did have a good game though. You can't admit, and and people are just saying that he only had a good game because he scored pens. No, if you actually watch this game, Palmer was good throughout this game. And like, can we all agree that this was Palmer's best game against the top six this season? For sure. So real. Feel different. Liverpool not playing. It's a blessing discussed because I'm focusing on finals. Um, but he showed up when his team needed him, so not necessarily he played before the goalie did good. Tottenham should have uh, has settled the game down after they went up 2-0. Yeah, that's what I said, Pookie. Like I said, if Son converted those chances early in the game, we could have had a very different game. But it's Spurs. Spurs are Spurs. So if there's any team that could do this, it'd be Spurs. There's no other team come on, like Chelsea were there for the taking. So Spurs will be Spurs, man. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He was quite. Um, he's good. So you're probably the best. Hello, Ahmed. Thank you for joining. Forza Italian, Titani. Um, funny, a lot of people were disrespecting Slot as they're saying he would get sacked by Christmas. Now, where are those people because they ghosted? Yeah, that's also another thing, Brandon. I think the teams that overperformed this season are Chelsea, Liverpool. Both of these teams, and both these teams had low. Both these teams were written up by a lot of people. I said Liverpool would still finish top four. I said Liverpool would finish top four. I'd say they finished third place, and I would say they have I would say I know they would be good, but I didn't think they would have enough for a title. And for Chelsea, I was completely wrong with Chelsea. I was completely wrong with Chelsea, bro. I said Chelsea would finish eighth. That was such a garbage prediction, and I feel so bad for Chelsea because Chelsea are not going to finish eighth. Chelsea aren't going to finish eighth. They're going to finish the top four. Guys, I'm saying this right now. Chelsea's getting top four this season. I feel like the top four is already settled. We're going to get Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, and Chelsea. That's going to be your top four. So, like I said, I just think that for me, both of these teams have both of these teams. A lot of people wrote it off, and both of them are doing very well this season. So, Prime Barcelona misunderstood what you said. Yes, that play was good, but it was also bad defending. Palmer broke Yaya to our penalty streak. Yep, Prime Barcelona said it's true. Don't expect Spurs to finish the job. Sorry, most entertaining, but not best in quality. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair, and I think that's what I agree with. Like, if you're looking just from an entertainment point of view and competitive, Serie A is the best. But if you're looking in terms of quality, that's probably a different story. I would say probably EPL is best in terms of quality. Like, if you just look at the marketable players, EPL probably is the best in terms of quality. But in terms of competitiveness, entertainment, Serie A is the best in my opinion. Son has been kind of bad lately, to be honest. Yeah, have we talked about Man United? Amarin ain't even bad. It's just the Man United scrap. Yeah. We talked about We talked about Man United briefly. Yeah, and I agree with you, Ahmed. Like, you can't really blame this on Amarin. The fact I've seen a lot of people blame Amarin for this is absolutely stupid. Dude, guys, the guy just came here a few weeks. He's not had time to settle in. He's just come into this team. Man United, a lot of those players are terrible, man. I'm sorry. Manchester United A lot of those players are bad. And let's circle back to Man United. Actually, let's circle back to Man United because I want to actually talk about which players are good from this Man United team. Let's actually do a deep. Let's actually take a deep. Onana, he's been great so far this season. Onana's been amazing. Onana's been amazing. You got to keep him. Euro, okay, he's good. You got to keep it. You got to keep DeLit. You got to keep Lisandro Martinez. DeLit's good. I would say Amadillo is good. Ugarte and Minor are good. Garnacho, I'm sorry, he can't start. He can't start. Now, I'm not saying you should sell Garnacho. I've seen a lot of people say you should sell Garnacho. That I think is a bit harsh, but he can't start. He is not starter material. Bruno Fernandes, you guys know how I feel about Bruno. I personally don't rate him very highly. I personally think he's a good he's a good player to have, but he's not like an amazing player. I don't really rate him that highly. But obviously you should keep him. Højlund, yeah, this is where it gets a bit problematic. I'm not really sure how I feel about Højlund. Højlund is like up and down. I feel like sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. He's like up and down. He's not like amazing. So yeah, I would say Højlund. Yeah, and then looking at the bench here, looking at this, Rashford. I've said this before, guys. You need to sell Rashford. Rashford is done. Maguire, he's done. Mazraoui, obviously amazing. Mason Mount, sell Mason Mount. Mason Mount and Marcus Rashford shouldn't be at the club. Xerxes, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt since he just joined, but Xerxes, Binder, okay. Casemiro, you got to sell Casemiro. Ericsson, you need to sell Ericsson. Malacia, you probably need to sell Malacia. The guy's injury prone. Johnny Evans, you should sell. Luke Shaw, you should sell. Lindelof, you should sell. Basically, a lot of the players who are on the bench or on the reserves should not be at the club. Should not be at the club. And look at this. I'm saying this from an objective point of view. I'm saying, objectively speaking, these players shouldn't be at the club. So, like I said, majority United players aren't good. There's only a very few good United players. There's not that many good United. There's not really many consistent United players. I think that let's talk about this. The best players for United so far this season have been Mazraoui, Onana, and I would say Mainu. Those have probably been the three best this season. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll give a shout out to Diallo. I think Diallo's been fantastic. Those four players, I feel like, have been the best players for United this season. Everyone else has either been good or bad. So, yeah, I think for United to step out, they're going to have to sell a lot of players if they want to be serious. But we know United, if they're going to sell the players, it won't be until the summer. So, yeah. Who's the best in quality? Not Serie A. I think let's rate Chelsea finished above Arsenal. Brandon, that's scary. Arsenal, man. That would be embarrassing. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. Arsenal, don't you dare be in a top four race. After all the money you spent in the last couple of years building this team, saying that this team is like EPL winners, don't you dare finish fourth. I'm just saying, man. Arteta has to be sacked. I'm sorry. That's a sackable offense. A lot being too harsh. It's definitely Serie A, in my opinion. I might be, or maybe not. I don't know. Bundesliga kind of competitive too and has better quality than Serie A. Now quality, yes. Competitive, I'm not really sure if it's competitive from top to bottom. Let's see. No way. Streets won't ever get Lisandro Martinez. Martinez ain't that good anymore. Yeah, that is true. Lisandro has fallen off. But I still feel like Lisandro is a player that Man United should keep. And I feel like, what the problem with Lisandro is? He doesn't have like good partnerships. Because, I think people aren't realizing this. What makes a center back so good obviously center back is himself important, but it's also who is next to you? Who is your partner? Like who's the person next to you? So I just feel like Lisandro Martinez, because he doesn't really have anyone that's as good as like Romero for Argentina, that's why he's struggling at Man United. I believe that's to some extent. Now, don't get me wrong, Lisandro's not been great so far this season. This has been a bad season for Lisandro so far. But I just feel like Lisandro is still good. He is still good enough for Man United. And I still feel like if Man United can get some better, it can build a proper system with Lisandro, then I think he could be fulfill. I'll still keep Bruno. Shaw's good. Yeah, I know Shaw is good, but it's just that he's injury prone. And I think United need to cut some losses. The guy has been rarely available the last couple of years, and I think it's probably better for the best to sell him. Because, like I said, guys, it's all good and all if you're so good, but you have to be available. You have to be available on the pitch, because what's the point of having all that good talent if you're not available? You know. So that's the thing, man. That's the thing. But he keeps getting injured. They call Bruno world class for scoring against teams like Forest and Bournemouth. Yeah, that's why I crossed the line. Like, I'm sorry, Bruno Fernandes is not world class. He's a good player, but he's not world class. World class is crazy. He's not world class, in my opinion. Bruno needs a better team around him, I think. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see Man United being the same as they were like at least 20 years ago. Yeah, I think we already know. It's like Man United haven't been a big club in the sense of like the best teams in the world since 2013. Basically, the last time they won the Premier League. Man United are big in terms of name nowadays, but in terms of the actual football club, in terms of what the honors and everything, they haven't been big in that sense. I'll keep Garnacho for a little bit, but he needs to show up for some of these games. Oh yeah, 100%. Like I said, I still feel like Garnacho is good, but he's overhyped. He isn't that amazing, as United fans tell me, and as people have told me, he is not that amazing, bro. All right, I think we've spoken enough about the EPL. Let's move on over to the next league. Like I said, we've already spent 26 minutes on the EPL, which is crazy. So we're gonna actually move to the next league. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna be here for just I'm gonna be here probably for around an hour. So like I said, let's go ahead and move to the next league. Next league we got here it is La Liga. La Liga. And actually, before we move to La Liga, I just want to show you guys the table real quickly, guys. Table real quickly. So Liverpool, 4 points clear. Remember, Liverpool do have a game in hand. So if Liverpool win their game in hand, it could be 7 points. Arsenal, Manchester City. Guys, Manchester City are battling top four this season. Arsenal and Manchester City might be battling top four this season. You know how crazy that sounds? That sounds mad. Nottingham Forest are fifth, Villa sixth, Brighton seventh, dang, Bournemouth, and yeah. Tottenham 11th, Newcastle 12th, Man United 13th. I like how all the teams you expect to be in the top six are like right around this category. And dang, so EPL, man, it's interesting, man. It's interesting to see what the table awaits. The table awaits. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, let's move. Let's move, man. Let's move to the next league, man. Let's move. Let's move to the next league, man. 28 minutes. We're gonna talk about La Liga. And I'm gonna do a quick poll about the EPL, guys, while we're on that, so you guys can. Um. So. Let's talk about La Liga, man. So we do have some midweek games La Liga, but it's like what is it called? Round 19. Round 19. So let's talk about these two games real quick. So Mallorca won, Barca 5. Barca, man, fantastic. We managed to beat Mallorca by a big margin on the road. You know the last time Barca did that was during the COVID time, 2020. And if you want to look before that, if you don't want to count that, it was 2012. We haven't beaten Mallorca by a 4-goal margin ever away from home in our history since 2010. You know how crazy that is? Like, besides the COVID one. Shout out to Barca. I thought Barca were amazing on this day. They were fantastic. Ferran Torres scoring the goal there, giving a rare start. Lewandowski not been that great recently. Got the bench. And Rafinha balled out, man. Rafinha balled out. Yamal balled out. Koundé balled out. I thought Caicedo was great. Dani Olmo was great. Iñaki Peña. And I think for Mallorca, as I said, man, they were just really bad defensively. I think Mojica was really bad. He gives away a stupid goal. He gives away a penalty. And yeah, Mallorca, man, they were so abysmal, especially the second half. Now, the first half was good. First half was good for Mallorca, but the second half, oh my jeez, the second half was a horror show from Mallorca. And Barca, man, we ran right. Yamal should have scored some of the goals. And yeah, Frank de Jong got on the score sheet, Paul Victor as well. And Barca, we just cruise control, man. Cruise control against Mallorca. Now we talk about Athletic Club 2, Real Madrid 1. Real Madrid won. I will say Real Madrid actually didn't play that bad. They actually didn't play that bad. But you know what the thing that let Real Madrid down was the mistakes. They made a lot of mistakes, individual mistakes. And I just think for Athletic Club, they capitalized on mistakes. And And I just feel like Real Madrid were sloppy on the day, sloppy on the day with the mistakes they made. And for Atletico, they capitalized. That first goal, man, great goal there from I think it was Berenguer. Yeah, Berenguer got the opening goal there. Fantastic goal there for him. Then Real Madrid, given an opportunity from the penalty spot, killing Mbappe, takes the penalty. You know what's really weird, man? Jude Bellingham gave Kylian Mbappe the penalty because I believe Jude Bellingham is now the main penalty taker when Vinny's out. And maybe Puka can let me know in the chat if I'm wrong with this. But I believe Jude Bellingham and allowed Mbappe to take the penalty. Guys, Mbappe shouldn't take pens anymore for Real Madrid. And obviously, Mbappe missed the penalty. Then Real Madrid, they started creating chances. Mbappe gets a rebound shot. Bellingham is there for the rebound. And Bellingham makes it 1-1. Bellingham makes it 1-1. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, maybe Liverpool, maybe Real Madrid can walk out of here and get a win. Then Valverde, man. Valverde makes a horrible mistake there, and Athletic Club capitalized upon the mistake to make it 2-1, and Garcia gets the goal there. And guys, fun fact for you guys: this is the first time Bilbao have been in Real Madrid in La Liga at home since 2015. Real Madrid have not defeated Bilbao at home. Sorry, Athletic Club haven't defeated Real Madrid at home since 2015. It's a memorable win for Athletic Club, and it's fantastic for them, man. Fantastic for them. And for Real Madrid, as I said, man, it's just sloppiness in the day. Very clumsy, a lot of clumsy challenges. And I think for Real Madrid, as I said, man, I think the problem is Mbappe is really disrupting this team. Mbappe is really disrupting this team. And you can see that Real Madrid just don't look as synchronized, as controlled. And it really does feel, I know it's a very basic way to put it, but it really does feel like Mbappe just doesn't really fit this Real Madrid team. You know, you can put him in his right position. Um, um, you can put him in his right position. And I just think that for me, for Real Madrid, as I said, man, um, it's I just feel like for me, they have to improve, they have to figure out where to get the best on Mbappe because I really do feel like if they can figure out Mbappe, this Real Madrid team could be great. Because I honestly feel as a Barca fan, I honestly feel that if they can figure out where Mbappe is, then I think they can honestly what is it called, be good this season. But the question is how Mbappe fit because we could say this before with Mbappe that he's not playing his right position. He's playing as he's playing as the left winger now. With Vinicius out, he's still not been great. So I don't know how do you fix Mbappe, man? You have to find a way to fix Mbappe, and it's really worrying for Real Madrid because they spent so much money on him, and they've been chasing after him for so many years, and for him to deliver like this kind of stuff is ridiculous. And for Real Madrid, as I said, you know who are the top two players for this team are? It's Vinny and Jude. Jude is now second in commander. Jude is now second in command. And by the way, guys, we're going to speak about Jude when it gets to the Girona game. Because Jude Bellingham, man, after El Clasico, the guy has been great. After El Clasico, the guy has been fantastic. And I know a lot of people say that, he's just a poacher. He's just a tapping merchant. Oh, he's just a GA merchant. What else does he provide? Dude, Bellingham is amazing. Jude is an incredible guy. The guy gives you work rate. The guy gives you goal scoring. The guy gives you assists. The guy puts it his all. And you know what I really like about him, Bellingham is that he has insane mentality. He's insane determination. Like, like that's incredible, man. That's incredible. So I just think for Jude, man, it's amazing to see. It's incredible. He's an incredible piece of talent. He's an incredible talent. And I don't know why a lot of people like to criticize him. It's you know who really criticize him a lot? It's usually the Barca fans. So like I said, man, it's incredible to see what Jude has been doing, and I feel like he is so vital for Real Madrid and for Valverde. As I said, man, the guy's amazing. The guy's still an amazing player. I know he had that mistake against Bilbao, but the guy's been really consistent for Real Madrid. He's been so amazing. I think Valverde is very underrated at Real Madrid. I think he's such an amazing player. I think Valverde's probably been Valverde, and I think Valverde, Jude. I think these have been the four best players for Real Madrid this season: Jude, Vinicius, Valverde, and Courtois. I think these have been the four best this season, in my opinion. So Valverde, I feel like it's just a rare moment. And everyone has those bad moments. You all make mistakes, and it's like just one of those kind of things. And yeah. So shout out to Bilbao for getting the win there, and who knows, maybe they could get Champions League next season. I would love to see them back in the Champions League. I haven't seen them back. I haven't seen them in the Champions League for quite some time. And so yeah, let's go ahead and now go back to this weekend's matches. We got Celta Vigo 2, Mallorca 0. Celta Vigo got the win there. Las Palmas 2, Real Valladolid 1. Shout out to Las Palmas for getting the win there. Back-to-back wins, I believe. Barca. Oh, Barcelona, man. You just had to blow it, man. You just had to blow it, didn't you? You just had to blow it. I'm disappointed with Barca. And it's just a shame because I really did feel like this Barca team, we could have. This was a game in which we weren't at our best. Obviously, we weren't. I think Real Betis honestly played better than us for a large parts of this game. I remember Real Betis opened the had a great chance from the first minute of the game. Rafinha did an amazing goal line clearance. But yeah, Real Betis, man. And I just think that for me, for Real Betis, man, they played well, man. They were very wasteful in front of goal. And Lewandowski, man. Lewandowski. Fantastic, man. Great assist there from Jules Koundé. Fantastic to see. Then Real Betis, man. A penalty was given. And I'm sorry, man. I'm done with Frankie de Jong. I'm done with Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong, get out of my club. Frankie de Jong, get out. I'm done with Frankie de Jong. I've given this guy so many seasons to prove himself. You know, we gave him under Valverde. He was under Setien. He was under Xavi and Hansi Flick. And dude, the guy's just been a liability. I'm done with Frankie de Jong. I feel like the guy is just not worth it at Barca. He's got insane high wages at Barca too as well. I just feel like he's just lazy nowadays. It just doesn't feel like he has a work rate. And I'm sorry, De Jong just has to leave. I'm sorry, I'm done with De Jong. I really am done. Now I know some people are going to call me, "Oh, Arpon, you're reactionary for saying this." No, I'm not reactionary. I've been very much. I've been very under. Like De Jong has been very underwhelming for a long time now, and people haven't talked about this enough. And the reason why he hasn't been talked about enough because Frank De Jong loves Barca. He's been a Barca guy through and through. As people like to say. And like I said, man, not great. Then obviously Ferran Torres came on, the 60th minute, got the goal there. But man, Ferran Torres, as I said before, man, Ferran Torres, man, you have that amazing chance there, and I know you scored the goal there, but you got it. I'm still not really sold on Ferran Torres. I still feel like he's a decent squad player, but he's not an amazing player. He's a good squad player. He's not amazing, bro. He's not like that great because dude, the guy's not consistent enough, you know. But then obviously he had the goal there to make it 2-1. Great pass from Lamine Yamal. Oh my jeez, what a wonderful pass there. And then Diaz scored a goal there in stoppage time. And yeah, for Barca, as I said, man, we were not great in this game. And you know what I realized with Barca in the last couple of games? We have just been clinical. But our defense has been very shaky. Our defense has been very shaky. Defense has been very shaky. And shout out to Iñaki Pena. As much as I don't really like Iñaki Pena, I still feel like he's not as good as Ter Stegen. Credit has to be given. And Iñaki Pena has made some crucial saves for us. But man, I don't know what's up with Barca. The defense of ours is very shaky. And it feels like when Frankie de Jong comes on, we lose completely our defensive shape. It really does feel like when Frankie de Jong comes on, our defensive shape is gone. And I just think that for me, for Frankie de Jong, as I said, he's still a good player. Like, let's not act like he's a bad player. He's a garbage player. I'm not going to go that far. I've seen people say that kind of stuff, which I think is ridiculous. But he just isn't a player that fits us. Some players are just not meant for their clubs. Not all good players succeed. And I think Frankie de Jong is maybe one of those players that is not going to succeed here. Like, look at Griezmann, for instance, right? Griezmann's an amazing player. We all know how good he is. At Barcelona, he wasn't as good, but we all know how good he is. Just look what he's done for Atletico Madrid. We're going to speak about Atletico in a bit. But yeah, for Barca said, man, it's really sad because we really crumbled in these kind of games. Like, look at Barca, guys. Ever since El Clasico, let's just look back at El Clasico. We haven't been the same since then. Okay? Like, look at this, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's now 4 games. 4 games after El Clasico that Barca dropped points in. Barca have not been good post El Clasico. And this is the problem with Barca is that are we starting to realize? Because I realized, guys, I think Barca peaked so early in the season. And now we're seeing the true colors of Barca. And that this is where it's getting again difficult for us because now we have some very difficult games. We got Atletico Madrid that's coming up on December 21st. Then we have Athletic Club January 8th in the Super Cup, the Getafe. Then we got Valencia. Like these games are going to come thick and fast. And with the way Barca's playing, I can't make any assurances because this Barca team, we're probably going to win one game, then drop points in another game. Like, you know what the thing with this La Liga race is? Every team has their strengths and flaws. Barca defense is very suspect. It's very leaky. Offense is very, very amazing though. And the squad depth for Barca, it's not great. We're dealing with a lot of look at the amount of injuries that Barca is dealing with. So I just think for Barca, as I said, man, it's really sad because this is now 2 games in a row now. We have drop points from a winning position. And that is the worry thing for Barca. So we have to fix the defense because the defense for me has been something that's been really, really been underwhelming so far. And yeah, so Lamine Yamal, man, as I said, man, he's so amazing, man, so amazing. Valencia won, Rayo Vallecano won. Rayo Vallecano gets a win on the road. Then Girona 0, Real Madrid 3. Real Madrid, man. Shout out to Real Madrid. Fantastic win on the road. Jude had an amazing game. Jude Bellingham. I think he's been amazing. You know, his assurance, his confidence, his ability. You know, I thought Jude was amazing. And Mbappe scored a nice goal there. And yeah, Modric was amazing. Luka Modric was amazing. Goaler scored the goal. And Real Madrid just looked amazing, man. Real Madrid looked amazing. And Girona, obviously, weren't great. Weren't great. I will say, though, that Mbappe goal, that third goal was nice. That goal from Mbappe was nice. But yeah, for Real Madrid, as I said, man, fantastic win for them on the road. And for Real Madrid, as I said, man, they're now 2 points behind Barca. And remember, Real Madrid do have a game in hand. Do have a game in hand. The Leganes 0, Real Sociedad 3, as expected, and Athletic Club 2, Villarreal 0. Athletic Club, man, fantastic win for them at home against Villarreal. A needed win for them. They got the 2 goals there from Paredes and Iñaki Williams. And yeah, Villarreal, man, Cuando made a mistake there for the first goal, I believe. And yeah, Athletic Club, man, are looking good, man. Looking good, man. So Athletic Club, man, I think they're putting themselves in a great position. I think what I'm interested to see is Athletic Club. Maybe Athletic Club can get Champions League, guys. Athletic Club, because I feel like for me, I think Athletic Club and Villarreal are competing for top 4. I think one of those 2 teams will get top 4. So yeah, and then Osasuna 2, Deportivo Alaves 2. Shout out to Osasuna there for the result. And Atletico Madrid 4, Sevilla 3. Oh my jeez, I wish I watched this game. This was an incredible game. Atletico Madrid opened the score in there. Amazing goal from DePaul. Luca Bacchio scored the goal there. Romero scored the goal. I think so. And then Atletico Madrid made it 3-1. I was like, bro, there is no way Atletico Madrid is going to lose at home. Like, Atletico Madrid, you better not lose at home against Sevilla. You better not lose at home because I'm sorry, with all due respect, this is a Sevilla team that's washed. This is a Sevilla team that's not. They're basically they've been falling off for a long time now. Atletico Madrid, man, they made the comeback. Shout out to Koke, Lino for coming off the bench, and Atletico Madrid, man, incredible. And Griezmann, man, the guy's goal scoring is immaculate. And for Atletico Madrid, man, I think you know what the thing about Atletico Madrid is? They're a team that makes it harder for themselves. Like Atletico Madrid do not win games. They're not capable of winning games consistently by big margins. They usually, if they're going to win, it's usually by doing it just by making it harder for themselves, by getting close wins. So you know how I said each team has their strengths and pros? Let's talk about each team's strengths and pros in the title race. Barca, I just mentioned earlier. Real Madrid, their strength is Vinicius and Bellingham. I think the con for Real Madrid is injuries. I think Real Madrid's injuries are going to be bad. And I think another strength for Real Madrid is that I think they have the most squad depth. I think out of the 3 teams, they have the most squad depth. And I also feel like they have the most clutch players of the 3 teams. And for Atletico Madrid, their strength is the home form they have. I think the home form they have is incredible. And the fact that Griezmann's so amazing. The biggest con for Atletico Madrid is their away form is very patchy. And a lot of times, even at home, they make it harder for themselves than they should be. They don't usually win games by big margins. So Atletico Madrid make it a lot harder for themselves than it should be. So, like I said, man, for Atletico Madrid, man, we're going to have a very interesting title race upon us, man. A very interesting title race upon us. And then obviously we have the game tomorrow, Getafe Espanyol. Yeah, I would expect Getafe to win. Although maybe Espanyol could maybe get something. I don't know. I'll probably say Getafe win though. Or maybe I'll say a draw. I maybe might say a draw to be fair. You know what? I'll say a draw. Actually, I'll say a draw. So let me see what you guys saying in the chat. Man City let it slide by Arsenal, man. Chris Wood has scored in European competitions for Burnley, Blackburn, Imagine Force, a team that won 4 years ago in the championship. Yep. I don't think Nottingham Forest will make European football. I think that's a bridge too far, but if they do, it'll be an incredible achievement. Also, Magalhaes over Saliba. Gabriel over Saliba. Who's Barca? Catalonia. Yes, Barca have gave Madrid a solid chance to win, but Madrid's not going to go winless or anything. So I think we could recover, and Barca fans overreacting. Man City has been poor. Is it that Pep's tactics getting found or the players getting complacent? I think the problem with Manchester City is that a lot of the squad is aging. They haven't invested in the squad enough. I think Manchester City players, a lot of the players have to be sold, and they need to rebuild. Remember how Liverpool were garbage like a few years ago, and Liverpool finished in Europa League? I feel like it's very similar to that. We saw how bad that midfield was. We saw how Fabinho was finished. We saw how a lot of those players needed to go, like Fabinho, Henderson needed to go. Those players left, and I think it's the same needs to happen to Manchester City. I think Gundogan has to go. I think Walker has to go, and like something similar to that, you know. And so I think Manchester are kind of going through what Liverpool had a few years ago. Sleeping men low. Barcelona might not be the best team in the world, maybe top three, but I need to stop choking against Las Palmas. Yeah, Valverde, no worries though. And Mbappe sticks to the front and not the spot. As Sherry Cole says, hi. No option for Liverpool, Arsenal City. Yeah, I wanted to make that option, but unfortunately, it was only 4 options. So, yeah. And for me personally, I do think it's going to be Liverpool and City. I think Liverpool and City are going to be the title. I don't think Arsenal's going to do this time around, but we'll see. I might be wrong. Okay, cool. Why do Real Madrid fans every time they have an unfavorable season say worst season still second? Like, bro, you had like 73 worst seasons before. Um, he didn't play left wing versus Girona. Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. He didn't play left wing versus Girona. He played a striker. You're right. Jude would be better in Barca, man. Like would score way more with someone like Yamal in the wing. Man, why Bellingham got to join Real Madrid? Well, Real Madrid, man. Yeah, like we weren't interested, unfortunately. We didn't have enough money. Betis kind of outplayed you all in the second half. Yeah, Betis were wasteful, guys. Like if Betis were clinical, we could have lost the game. We could have very well lost the game. Very well lost the game. Are you going to talk about AFC Asian Cup qualifiers, not World Cup Asian Cup qualifiers next stream? I'll probably do a short for it, but I probably won't discuss on a stream. I'll probably do like a YouTube short for it, Ahmed Mutsari. So I'll probably do a YouTube short, but I probably won't do like a full expanded video on that since it's just like qualifiers, But I'll do like a brief short for it though. Caven did it for Barca Betis for clinical. Absolutely, Pena did great. It's not that, but it's true. But FTG isn't for us. Probably his last season, but I still wish him all the best for whatever happens next. Fair enough. Christian Araujo would be better in my opinion. I guess that's fair. Why do every team I support crumble the second half? Kuwait, Qadisiyah, Liverpool against Forest Barca, my PES team, my fantasy team, my sanity. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. We have now crumbled yet. No, I mean like we've given up late goals. Kunde's still good as well as Pena. Oh yeah, Kunde's been great. Christian Raul fixes stress. FGJ some really moments but isn't consistent. Barca might not be in danger right now, but they have to try new defense strats. Pressure a lot. But Monty too good. Not good enough to lose to 4-0 Barca though. No offense. For sure with that. You're looking Bobby didn't time his runs. Look, Love didn't score this too. I think I found a solution in Bobby's finishing. He should pass easy goal chances, only take a hard chance. He's playing with his reverse XG. Guys, I've been hearing. I think I heard something. I think I was an HHS stream yesterday. They were saying that I think was a Guler. Guler didn't want to pass to Mbappe. Like that's crazy. Is that true, Pookie? I'm not actually sure because I didn't actually watch the game, so I'm actually just going by what other people say. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Or was it? No, I think it was Jude. Jude didn't want to pass to Mbappe. He was like, "No, I'm not going to pass to Mbappe. I'm just going to take it my own myself." I think that's why I heard people say, man, that's crazy. Margin man gonna be sad when he leaves. Yeah, he's a great man. He's a great. You're lucky if he didn't score this two in the first half, lol. But yeah, I mean, looking at the La Liga table, man, the La Liga table looking tight, man. Barca 38, Real Madrid 36, Atletico Madrid 35. It's very much a three-horse race. Very much a three-horse race. And I'm very interested to see what happens, man. Very interested to see what happens. So most of you guys are saying that Liverpool and Chelsea, and another majority of you guys saying Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Arsenal. And 22% say Liverpool, and 11% say Liverpool, Chelsea, and City. So let me do the poll from here. Is how many teams are competing for La Liga? So so yeah. All right. Let's move on over to Serie A, man. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about Bundesliga. Let's talk about Bundesliga, guys. Bundesliga, man. Bundesliga, man. So 51 minutes in the stream. We got 50. So let me get my timestamps. Oh shoot. Uh, let's do this way. There we go. All right, guys. Give me a few minutes, guys. I want to do some timestamps real quick for you guys. So let me just do this real quick. All right. Let's talk about Bundesliga, guys. Let's talk about Bundesliga. So when it comes to the Bundesliga, guys, Stuttgart got the win there, 3-2 at home against Union Berlin. Shout out to Stuttgart. They made it a lot more harder for themselves than it should have been, but they managed to get the win just about 3-2. And both goalkeepers made a howler, which is interesting. Bayer Leverkusen won 2-1 against St. Pauli. So shout out to Bayer Leverkusen for getting the win there at home. And then Bayern Munich, man, for Heidenheim 2. Bayern Munich, man, fantastic win for them. And Musiala, man, Musiala has been balling out, guys. Musiala has been balling out. Guys, I'm gonna say this right now, guys. I think Musiala. This might actually come as a surprise. This might surprise you guys, but I actually believe Musiala is Bayern's best attacker this season. Now that might surprise you guys because a lot of people are gonna say, "What about Harry Kane? What about Olise? What about those two players?" I just feel like when you look at his overall as a player, I feel like Musiala is very good. He gives you assists, gives you goals. He has such an engine, such a spark in the midfield. And I do like Harry Kane. Harry Kane's been amazing. Harry Kane's very good with goals. And Olise, as good as Olise has been, I feel like recently he's kind of tailing off. So for me, I think Musiala is fantastic. Musiala really stepped up in this game. And for Heidenheim, they gave it a good go. Good go in this game. Bayern had their shaky moments. You know, Bayern, Open McConnell making a mistake there. And then obviously Heidenheim scoring a goal there. And yeah, for Bayern, as I said, man, they're definitely the favorites for the Bundesliga. And yeah, like I said, man. Um, so they're definitely the favorites. Oh yeah, I was gonna do Serie A next, but I wanted to save the best for last. So that's why I didn't do Serie A. But I'm gonna be quick with the Bundesliga, guys. I'll be quick because I don't really have much to say about this league. Bochum 0, Werder Bremen 1. Shout out to Werder Bremen for the win there. Frankfurt 3, Frankfurt 2, Augsburg 2. Man, Frankfurt, man, you can't be dropping points at home to Augsburg, man. RB Leipzig finally got a win on the road against Holstein Kiel. Gladbach 1, Dortmund 1. Dortmund, man, very bad. As I said, Dortmund are so bad on the road, and I'm surprised. Wolfsburg won 4-3 against Mainz, and Hoffenheim gets a draw against Freiburg. So let's look at the league table real quick, guys. As you can see, the league table right here, guys. Bayern is 33 points. Frankfurt is 27. Bayer Leverkusen 26. Leipzig 24. And Wolfsburg 21. And remember, guys, Bayern did get eliminated, and the DFB Pokal against Leverkusen, which may actually have been a blessing in disguise because Bayern could put all their eggs in the Bundesliga basket. And I'm sorry to say for Bayern, you have to win the Bundesliga this season. There is no excuses. I'm sorry, Bayer Leverkusen, they're not the same as last season, and you can't lose the league to Frankfurt. You just can't. Harry Kane, you better be delivering that Bundesliga trophy at the end of the season. And if you don't, we're gonna have an emergency stream that happens. If Bayern Munich ends the season without Bundesliga or the Champions League, we're having an emergency stream. We're having an emergency stream if that happens. Because I'm sorry, that will be embarrassing. Back-to-back seasons trophyless, that cannot happen. That cannot happen for Bayern Munich. That cannot happen. And I dare Bayern to do that. I dare Bayern Munich to do that. So looking at the league table, yeah, I would say, you know what I'm interested in, guys? I'm actually interested to see what the fifth place is going to be because I think that fifth place battle is interesting because I'm honestly feeling like the top four is already settled. But Dortmund, are they going to get fifth place? Because, dude, Dortmund, I don't think I think because, like, remember how Dortmund relied on the Champions League run to get the Champions League this season? I think they're going to have to do something like that this season. Yeah, Wolfsburg looking great. Let's see if Wolfsburg can get back in European football. And Heidenheim, they're in the relegation zone, which is sad. But I think they'll survive. And Holstein Kiel and Bochum. And shout out to St. Pauli. St. Pauli's actually doing pretty well. Hoffenheim, disgraceful. Union Berlin looking good. And yeah, I mean, it's relatively straightforward. So, yeah, Bayern Munich, man, they better win the Bundesliga this season. So, let's see what you guys saying in the chat. So let me read some guys' comments. Kane probably gonna win the trophy now. So we're gonna talk Serie A. Gotta go soon. It's somewhere I don't win, bro. Nah, Kane has more assists in the league. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I still feel like Musiala though has been. I still think Musiala is amazing though. Now I'll say Kane's a better goal scorer than Musiala, obviously. But I think overall as a player, I think Musiala is better, in my personal opinion. But Kane's amazing. Like Kane's amazing. So, like, don't get me wrong. And I do feel like Musiala has been more clutch than Kane in the big games. So, yeah, like I said, man, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. So let me do a poll, guys. So most of you guys saying it's a 2-horse race. Is it gonna be a 2-horse race for La Liga? I'm gonna honestly, beginning of the season, I said 2-horse race, but now I'm thinking it might be 3. But I'm still very skeptical on Atletico Madrid because I don't trust Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid for me is a team that they usually do well in the first half, and the second half they don't do as well. But maybe Atletico Madrid this season is different. So for now, I'll say 3. But am I confident? Heck no. And will I like I said, yeah, and I do feel like Atletico will crumble at some point. And Bayern's still undefeated, guys. Bayern are still undefeated in the Bundesliga, man. No losses for Bayern Munich in the league. 3-horse now at least. But eventually Atletico will fall for a bit, to be honest. Yep. All right, now for the final league, guys. Final league. Serie A, man. Serie A, man. Final league for today, man. Final league for today. So we got Inter 3, Parma 1. Shout out to Inter for getting the win there at home against Parma. Fantastic win for Inter. And yeah. Atalanta 2, Milan 1. Guys, I'm saying this right now, guys. If Atalanta manages to win the Serie A, this will be the second best underdog achievement in the 21st century. Second best underdog achievement. The only thing that surpasses this is Leicester City. Leicester City. It doesn't surpass Leicester City. I will say it is better than I will say it is better than Bayer Leverkusen. And you know why I say that? Because I look at Atalanta, they I just think for Bayer Leverkusen, yes, last season was incredible. To go unbeaten was an incredible achievement. Let's not act like it wasn't. Leverkusen have way more history than Atalanta. Atalanta, they don't have that much history compared to Leverkusen. And the fact that Atalanta are doing this well is incredible. And you have to give credit to Gasperini. Guys, Gasperini, in my opinion, it was one of the most underrated managers in the world. One of the most underrated managers in the world. And he has done a phenomenal job with Atalanta. He has made Atalanta to the team where they are. I don't think any other manager would be able to do this. I think Gasperini is the only one that can do this. I don't think any other manager would be able to do this. What he's been able to achieve has been incredible. And he's been here through the thick and thin. You know, he's seen Atalanta get relegated. He's got Atalanta to the Europa League, Champions League. He's done an incredible job. And now saw his team won the Europa League last season. And you know what the crazy thing is? This isn't even the best Atalanta team. I would say the 18 and 19. I would say the 19 and 20 was the best Atalanta team when they reached the Champions League quarterfinals. When they almost scored 100 goals that season. That team was incredible. You had players like Zapata, Muriel, Papu Gomez, Romero, Golini. That Atalanta team was the best team I've seen. This is even the best Atalanta team I've seen in my life. The fact that Atalanta are doing this incredible this season has been amazing. Charles De Ketelaere. Charles De Ketelaere has been amazing. Lukman's been fantastic. Darun, Ederson, dude, Ederson's been really underrated, man. I'm surprised no team made a move for him this summer because this guy is quality. This guy is a quality midfielder. Great midfielder, man. Pasalic is amazing as well. Valanova, Regari, Klostenich, Hein, Dimishti, Karneski, and I want to see Atalanta win this league, guys. I want to see Atalanta win the Serie A. And if Atalanta win the Serie A, guys, it would be an incredible achievement. Incredible achievement from an underdog perspective because they have never won the league before. Will I think they win the league? I still don't think so. I am hope to be wrong with this. But man, Atalanta, man, 9 games unbeaten. It's incredible. So Atalanta, man, if Atalanta win the league, let me know in the chat, guys. How would you guys be happy if Atalanta wins this league? Because I think if Atalanta wins this league, it'll be an incredible achievement, and I would love to see it happen. As for Milan, as I said, man, they're not in the title race. They're just battling for top 4. And right, Milan, man, Pulisic is injured. It's a big blow. Morata getting the goal there. Leao with the set to Leao's so quality. I can't believe there's a lot of people say, "Oh, Leao's washed. Leao's garbage." Leao isn't garbage. Leao is amazing. Leao is amazing. He's one of the best. He's one of the best wingers in the world. Leao is amazing. Like, I know this season's been a bit patchy, but I think recently he's been starting to step up his game. So shout out to Leao. Genoa 0, Torino 0. That's new specific game. Juventus 2, Bologna 2. Juventus, man. This is incredible. Bologna were 2-0 up in this game. And I'm sorry. This is not the same Bologna from last season. This is not the same Bologna from last season. This is a Bologna team that have lost a lot of players this summer. They have lost their manager. They have lost, what is it called? Xerxes. They have lost Calafori. They lost 3 integral players, and they still managed to be 2-0 up against Juventus. Not at home, but at Juventus at Stadium, at Turin. And for Juventus, as I said, man, they managed to rescue home a point from a 2-0 deficit. Coop Miner scoring the goal there, and Magnolia. And for Juventus, as I said, man, you got to start winning games, man. You have to start winning games because this is ridiculous, man. You know what Juventus is trying to do? They're trying to be like Bayer Leverkusen. But here's the thing: Bayer Leverkusen won the league. Juventus, you have to do. Like, I'm sorry, if you go undefeated and not win the league, that is me. I'm sorry, that is really sad. Like, I'm sorry, Juventus fans, and I think Juventus fans would agree with me. They'd rather win the league than go undefeated. Sure, going undefeated is an incredible achievement. It is an amazing achievement. It's very difficult to go undefeated, obviously. But if you go undefeated, you need to win the league as well. And remember, Juve have already went undefeated before. I think they went undefeated in 2013, if I remember correctly. Serie A piece, let me know in the chat. But for Juventus, as I said, man, this is ridiculous. And I've said this before, I'm going to continue to say this again. I don't see Juventus winning this league because Vlahovic is not consistent goal scorer. Vlahovic is not a clinical goal scorer. The guy isn't consistent. He'll give you some good moments here or there, but he's not consistent enough. It's the same with Arsenal and Kai Havertz. Like, the problem with these teams that they're so obsessed with trying to get like a makeshift striker, and they think it's going to work. You need proper strikers. You need a proper striker. And I'm sorry, Vlahovic and what is it called? Havertz aren't proper strikers. They aren't. And for Juventus, as I said, man, it's very disappointing. To be 2-0 down against Bologna. See, if it was last season, I could maybe understand. But I'm sorry, Bologna this season aren't good. This is not a good Bologna team. This isn't. So the fact that Juventus did this is quite shocking, quite sad. But yeah, shout out to Juventus for keeping the undefeated streak alive. And for Bologna, as I said, man, heartbreaking for them. Roma 4, Lecce 1. Roma, they finally win a game. Roma finally win a game, guys. Let's take all moment. Guys, let's all give a moment of applause for Roma. They finally won a game. Finally win a game. It's been so long since I've seen Roma win a game, bro. And I know you guys are going to tell me it's just Lecce, and I know it's just Lecce. But, bro, Roma have been awful this season. So we have to give them their props. We have to give them the props. It is a miracle. It's a miracle that Roma won. Because Roma, they've been awful this season. But shout out to Roma for getting the win there at home against Lecce. And I actually want to check entry. Did Lautaro Martinez score? Nope. He didn't score against Parma. Didn't score against Parma. Fiorentina 1, Cagliari 0. Shout out to Fiorentina for getting the win there. And yeah, surprised Moise Kean didn't start. Did Moise Kean get injured? Moise Kean came off the bench, and De Gea, man, De Gea's been fantastic. Beltran getting the assist there, former River Plate player. And yeah, man, Fiorentina, man, with the win there. And Gosson's at Fiorentina. Wow, Adley. Yeah, I know some of these players. Dodo, Ikone, Kuame. So yeah, Empoli won 4-1 against Hellas Verona. And Venezia 2, Como 2. And then, wow, what a surprising result. Napoli 0, Lazio 1. And Lazio actually managed to defeat Napoli on the road. Wow. Wow. This is a surprising result. Because, guys, Lazio are really not good on the road. Lazio are terrible on the road. Lazio are not good on the road. Napoli have been very good at home, guys. But the issue for Napoli is they're just not consistent enough. And you know what I have a problem with Napoli, guys? They've been winning games too much. They've basically been doing 1-0 FC. Just, okay, we'll just score a goal, park the bus, and seal off for the win. That's the problem with Napoli. And it ain't going to always work. Because what if you go down? What if you concede a goal? How you respond? And you just saw in this game, when Lazio took the lead, they couldn't respond. And Napoli, man, I'm very disappointed with you guys. Only one shot in this game is ridiculous. Shout out to that goal, though. Iskasen, what an incredible goal that was. And the 79th minute to break Napoli hearts. For Lazio, man, incredible win for them. Back-to-back wins for them. I remember Lazio defeated Napoli midweek in the Coppa Italia. And Napoli, man, they're second in the league right now. And Atalanta is first place. Guys, this league tile is very, very interesting. So, yeah, like I said, I have to bounce soon, but let me just look at the let's look at the table. So as you can see, Atalanta 34, Napoli 32, Inter 31, Fiorentina 31, Lazio 31, Juventus 27, and Milan 22. Guys, this league title race is so amazing. I'm so excited to see how this title race unfolds because man, this one is going to be one for the ages. So, anyways, let me look at your guys' final comments before we round up. Monza and Udinese is tomorrow, by the way. So let me look at your guys' comments. And yeah, so let me see. I'm not going to do a poll for the Serie A since I'm kind of out of time. But I'm going to look at your guys' comments. Let's see. How's Martinez score, bro? Falling up, man. Wait, did you talk about French League yet? Low? No, we're not talking about French League. I don't have time for today. Maybe next week. Next week we'll talk about it. One player as well. French League is just PSG on top. Haha. I mean, from 7 to 2nd isn't that big of a gap. PSG 5 points clear. Not that much, but they won't lose, obviously. I'm hoping PSG can win for De Gea. I want Inter Milan. I want Atalanta to win it. Because I'm pretty sure in a while no one has to finish Serie A. Yeah, that is true. That is true. There's a league title win. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Atalanta. De Gea winning, I also wouldn't mind. So Man United fans can see. After carrying Man United for years, Liga was good in the first half, disappeared in the second half for me. Juve seriously draw FC. It's almost like they're on purpose, low. Juve need a proper striker. Obviously winning the league, then going undefeated. Oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah, they did, yeah. Vlahovic is cool, but he ain't dead. I saw a bit of Napoli game, and I just knew Lazio was going to win. Della Bashir almost scored a banger. So, I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. And by the way, guys, I wish I could. I'm going to discuss this real quick. Last thing I'll say is congratulations to Botafogo for winning the Brazil League. They won the league. They've done the double, guys. Copa Libertadores and league title, the first league title since 1995. So, round of applause for Botafogo, guys. But anyways, I have to head off now, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy today's stream, and I'll see you guys all Wednesday for the Champions League midweek reaction because Wednesday's gonna be spicy, man. Atalanta, Real Madrid. That's the game I'm most looking forward to in the Champions League this week. All right, see you guys later, man. Peace. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe as well. Let me see how many likes we're on today's stream before I round up. We're at 10 likes. 10 likes. Okay, 10 likes is good. All right, I'll see you guys later, man. Peace.